Yo! Hey everyone!
We're here.
Get mum.
We're here.
Get
We're
mum.
going.
Get mum.
We're going. Guys, oh my God. It's fucking Wednesday again, isn't it?
It is
It's
Wednesday.
fucking not.
It's never, but it is. It's Wednesday again, isn't it? And so that means because we're Wicked Game and it's Wednesday means it's Wicked Wednesday, which also means, oh good Lord, that is From the Ashes, which is our Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition game that we've been playing for a little while. This is session 13. Not unlucky for some. Don't worry if you are new. I'm going to get you caught up. But this is session 13. If you want to catch up...
If you're not new, worry. Now. Worry. Panic. Now. Worry.
Just get really stressed about the fact that this is session
Get
13. We have VODs. We also have... We have a YouTube page. So you can... YouTube channel, sorry, whatever the lingo that the youth use. It is... have a little look on there for... this campaign, other campaigns that we've done, bits and bobs that we've got up on there.
Music.
I'm sorry, what?
Music. Sorry.
Music?
Tom's message in chat got autocorrected to hummus.
I don't know about that. I can't. I don't.
Sorry.
I can't see that. As always, music by Ivan Dutch. Also, our mods in chat are the extraordinary and sensational Rooney Runes, Sweet Poison, Atomic Flash. We love you. We love you. Thank you so much for the work that you do. Previously on From the Ashes, our trio, Nikki playing Cam, Michelle playing Nyx, and Tom, who plays Surge, they have been on a path to bringing down a ring of people who are trying to force magic into non-magical people, to civilians, often with extremely dire consequences. They've uncovered that, like, although the kind of cruelty is sort of is perpetrated by this little group of really nasty, like, scholar types, they have been recruited and funded by an individual called Saver Bark, who happens also to rule the city that they're currently living in, having stolen the power, stolen the seat of power. In other news, our girl Nyx reunited with her wife after a decade of being parted. And Surge found a person who saved his life and ruined it all in one foul swoop. And through discussions with this particular person, discovered that his family still lives. And poor Cam just can't catch a fucking break.
Cam's worst day.
Cam discovered no secrets from his past, found no wives or parents. He just had a bad day.
He found death. That's what he
Just had a bad day.
He's had a bad day. He sings sad songs.
So, they also managed to reunite, one of the people that they liberated, they managed to reunite them with their partner, and they are currently in a rather nice cafe stroke tavern called the Cat and the Custard Pot, having read a little letter from their allies. So, unless there's anything else, which I don't think that there is, let us wade out into the ocean of friendship and storytelling, never to be seen again. No, just for a few hours. Just for a few hours.
Get mum.
Get mum has become our new in-joke, so apologies, guys. It was a fresh new babe, a private joke, about 10 minutes before we started.
I feel like I am a beholder, and
This
and
is
the
just
chaos
sometimes.
from my mind just has to be taken out on you guys. I think that's essentially what happens.
Yeah.
I didn't know where that was going to go.
I know.
Also, my eye stalks are in a bunch at the back.
Nice. So,
Man bun holder.
no,
No.
don't workshop your gags. Not now. We are in. You are. I believe the party is 3 heroes plus. Nyx is in a passionate embrace with her wife, her large wife.
Her wife.
Big wave.
Big wife. And there is also a tall, skinny human male that's sort of tagging along behind, called Bears.
Yeah.
The many silent NPCs that don't want to get in the way. And there's just a lot of women.
Mungo.
Kissing Mungo's there. Yeah, tall.
A lot of women kissing Mungo.
No.
No, there's no women kissing Mungo. There's just a lot of to be honest, there's a lot of tall, skinny dudes staring and a lot of women kissing. Women have got their heads screwed on right. Women know.
Literally any club in Norwich.
Okay.
Get Bob.
So you've read this letter. Oh, let me get the correcto music, or maybe none. What are you doing other than snogging?
Making
out. I think as somber as bleak as this fucking is, I'm gonna make a point of trying to see the two people that we're trying to find, so that Nyx is still in on the white lie. Can I roll a performance check for that?
Can I play Dungeons and Dragons?
Fuck you guys.
Can I get Mum?
No, I think whilst I'm aware that that Nyx is currently naked, and I'm very happy about that. I know how perceptive she is, and I know how insightful she is, and I also know that we almost got, and Serge just wants her to have one night where she can just.
I mean, yeah, roll performance.
Night.
Roll performance.
Okay.
I couldn't love it more because she has climbed this woman and is clinging on and fucking so in this kiss. And Serge is doing this huge performance of where are our friends?
Where are you? That was a natural 18, natty 18, plus 6, so 24.
Okay.
Performance. My performance and my my.
I don't know, Nyx. Do you care? Are you watching?
I want to say this because here's the thing. I don't think Nyx, like you said, Nyx is very insightful and Nyx is perceptive. Cam has just been crying constantly.
She's not floods of tears.
She can tell that Cam is very quiet and sad. We've just got this letter. And
He's got a parrot on his
you've
shoulder.
got Dina's parrot. I think Nyx is doing that thing of she's about to work it out and then it's almost blocking it off herself because she's like, Cam, they are keeping it from you. Fine. Nyx is also going along with the white lie of I will not dive into it. She probably has a good idea that something bad's happened and they're probably not around anymore. However, she's gonna take what they're doing and be like.
That's all those blokes watching them kiss.
Sorry, that last song went down an absolute. Katrina's on stage.
Chuck.
Don't be gross.
It's not me, it's
Kiss! Please kiss me! Please kiss for me! Please!
No. Hayley's
Yeah, without Nix's insight, I think Serge just thinks he's doing a good job at keeping a secret.
Nix is not paying any attention to whatever said. Like, whatever that performance was, Nix missed it all.
Serge is there just like, I am the very model of a modern Major General.
This fucking chair keeps.
Oh, it sinks.
Serge is too small.
Yeah, so it is, it is the evening now. You have maybe a little bit of time to kill before before you have to be at the gig at the soapbox. And farewell, Tom.
Sinks into the ground.
And Bez, who has really, has picked up on a vibe, but he doesn't really know what's going on, sort of tentatively says, would you like a drink here, or...
Sorry, what?
Would you like me to buy a round of drinks here, or did you have somewhere else in...
No, we can, I think we can drink here. Serge, where are we going later?
Oh, we're going to the
Soapbox.
place that insert name here. Apologies.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Do we need to be there early, or should we stay here for a drink, or is there anywhere else you want to go?
Look, so long as we're there before it starts, I think a drink here should be fine. But listen, honestly, like, it's such a good performance. We need to watch the whole thing. Like, shall I buy the round?
No, I've got it. What does everyone drink?
I've heard Roddy's nice, but
yes,
I don't think
I
I've
could do
tried
a
it.
jug of Roddy for everybody if they wanted that. Pitcher?
Yes, I haven't had a drink in a long time, I don't think.
What are you talking about? You
Try
had
it.
water,
Maybe you'll like it.
literally yesterday.
Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, of course.
He goes off to the bar to order.
Do we have a table now, or
You can very easily,
I think
very, very easily find a table.
I think I'll find a table, sort of put some of the glasses on the table on a different table. Actually, no, I will probably take them to the bar, seeing as though I know the two, Hannah and
Kath.
are sort of in their throes. Sorry, fucking Pastor Tom. Jesus Christ. All right, fucking Father Tom. Jesus. In the throes of love. Fuck me.
Oh,
God. And yeah, I think I sort of, do like a little shepherding, kind of ushering people down to the table, and I think I'm just distracted right now. Like, I think I'll be sort of exchanging small talk if it's thrown my way, but otherwise, I'm kind of watching Nyx and making sure that she's okay. Not that I think my wife will be anything other than the dream, but yeah, I think it's just like a lot has happened, and I don't know how to process it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It isn't too long before Bez comes back with like a couple of large jugs of drink, and everyone has obviously glass being as like common in this city. You all have these tall glasses, and this pink fizzy pomegranate cider is poured out for everybody, and little kind of olivey type snacks.
Let me get your number. Excuse me. Your number.
Oh, don't, Tom.
at some at some point,
Horror flashbacks.
I imagine there's a little bit of chatting, and Hannah kind of comes to the table, and she didn't introduce because she knows that you know each other, but she sort of does the like, these were the people that found me, and there's a little bit of that, and she says, we're actually going to go now back to Kath's place for the evening. Thank you very much. And I'll probably see you. I wouldn't mind like maybe catching up or whatever, because I don't even know like about my house, and I feel a bit nervous about just going and knocking on the door. But maybe we can like I know there's no way of saying this that doesn't sound sinister, but I do know where you live now, so maybe I could come and say hello, and we could go and do that.
Of course. Again, not I don't want to dampen the mood or anything, but just be careful, and I know you'll both be very excited, but Kath, maybe just don't tell too many people about Hannah coming back.
Yeah, I mean these two women have got like orange lipstick just like smeared across their face, and Kath just very solemnly like nods back, like she's really like taken that on.
Although we can chat about it another time, but our friends sent us a letter, and they just said that they may have places at this school that can help Hannah with magic and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's that. I think that would, if it was free, because obviously I don't have a bean to give, but
I don't really know.
I mean, I'd be nervous in case they want to do more poking and prodding or whatever, but
Oh, that's a good point.
those people might be quite clever and be able to kind of like help out or whatever, but
it's
anyway.
just something. It's just something. You guys go. Enjoy your evening.
Yeah, and you enjoy your like music or something, I think it was, that you're doing, yeah?
Come
She
back,
goes up
come back
like,
whenever.
she goes and individually like gives everybody a hug, and just goes, thank you so much. I can't ever really explain what it means that you risked your life to save me. Thank you so much. And
I'm sure you do the same if it was the other way around. So
yeah, probably, but I think you're braver than I am. And she takes Kath by the hand, and they're off they go for the evening out into the dark night.
Can I just like, whilst we're sort of here, obviously with what we know of the place, it being quite bustling, quite sort of nice and quite busy and all of this kind of stuff, is there any change from when we first got here to now in terms of the general ambience, the kind of clientele that are coming in, the people that are walking past the canal, sort of in the outside the window? I know that's a bit broad, but
roll perception.
it was a 12 plus 1, so 13. I see everything.
You don't know. You have, it's almost like that thing of when you like look at your watch a bunch of times and you still don't know what the time is. Like you've been doing this big performance of looking, but you have not been looking at all. And perhaps this fruity, fizzy drink is really good and is kind of making your brain feel a bit busy. Anyway, a little bit of time passes, and a a woman walks in. She is a tall, green-skinned elf with this like mad matted hair, long matted hair, and Bez stands up and says, "I'd like to introduce my dear friend Aoife. Aoife, this is Nix and Yvain and Mungo and Chamomile, and this is, I don't know if you remember, but Serge." And she kind of stares and she sort of waves and then stares at Serge and goes, "Well, my word. It's been a while, young man. Bez told me he found you. I was kind of sorry. This is a weird thing for you because you won't remember me, but I definitely remember you. Wow. Don't really know what to say, but it's nice to meet. I'm really glad that you're alive.
Yeah, me too. Thank you very much for saving me. Would you like a drink? Of
You're very kind. I've already tucked away quite a lot. I was sort of coming to scoop everyone up and go to the thing now if everyone's ready to go. I definitely want to make sure I get a good like spot. So I thought we could like go now if you're happy.
No, that sounds fucking great. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. And she's got that kind of like ready to party energy that she wanted to just for a moment like tread a little bit carefully on the situation, but then she's like, yes, we're going now out. And you make your way via, people sort of piling. You've split off into more than one gondola now. There's a couple of Ubers have been called, and and you make your way through.
Anyone who's skipping the first one, you got to go now. They're going without you. Go now.
Weaving your way through the city to the soapbox. And Tom, you kind of quickly you sort of start to recognize it, considering you got so incredibly lost just earlier on today. But you start to go, okay, now I'm starting to get like my bearings a little bit. And when you come to the I'm sort of calling them islands, only really because there's a canal on all sides and it gives like that kind of thing. But it's fairly full of people already, all queuing up outside and slowly kind of funneling in. And you hop out onto the outside the soapbox, and everyone's really happy to see you. Bez walks right to the front of the queue and sort of turns and like beckons everybody and goes, Sonia. And there is a half-orc woman at the front of the queue, like stopping people from coming in. And she sees Bez and a like large smile comes across her face, and she steps to one side and just sort of beckons him and all of this train of people in. Cam, are you?
So Cam has not drunk any alcohol, and I think when people are getting off the gondola is probably where he's like, his chamomile will take the little walk. His chamomile pick you up.
Wait, Cam, are you not coming with us?
He's not like the loud. He's not like the dance. He's not like the alcohol.
How do you know if you don't like the music though?
He's don't like the loud. He's not the music. He's the volume.
Okay.
He's so loud on Chamomile's ears. His hurts.
Are you sure, buddy?
His chamomile is okay. His maybe look at some flowers. He's maybe walk. He's maybe his walk.
I don't like you being on your own.
His chamomile is okay.
Cam, the city is dangerous.
His so his chamomile. He's not really. But
Look, I know you can take care of yourself.
His will be okay. His chamomile, he's not scary. Chamomile, he's no one. He's okay.
Okay, well, will you come back in a couple of hours? Yes.
Chamomile will
check
take
in.
you home. He's don't want to go inside.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying you.
He's already so loud here.
I'll come out.
He's all the yellings and the he's the yell and he's the woo.
All right,
He's so loud.
I'm gonna.
As soon as he says woo, just like a few other people in the queue kind of reply, woo!
All right, I see.
You see?
I see what
He's
you
so
mean.
loud.
It is very loud. Okay, then I'm gonna check in on you.
He's how?
Because I can.
He's
an hour.
He's no why. He's asked how. How.
I think I can. I think.
He's no you can. He's no you do. He's asked why.
Why? Oh, so I can check that you're okay.
His chamomile is okay. His Nick should have a good evening.
I will have a good evening, but
Yes,
I
they
need
do.
to. Come on.
His Nick's.
Kamal, this city is dangerous.
His
And
chamomile
anything
knows.
could happen to you if you're on your own. I will.
Chamomile is so fast.
Okay, well, I'm going to check on you in an hour, okay?
Chamomile can run so fast.
Sonia, honest, they will come in 2 seconds. I promise.
I will.
Sorry.
Sorry, just 1 second.
Here's by Serge. Here's chamomile go for a
Vane
walk.
just quickly says, you're have a nice evening. I was sort of, us big lot, we got to sometimes put the little lot on our shoulders. So I was sort of hoping for another big one to carry, so they can have a view and whatnot. But you have a lovely, lovely evening. Let us know.
Here's so many big. Here's the Yvain, here's the Mongo, here's the you, here's the Bez. He's only too small. He's 4 big.
No, but yeah, I think, people got their...
Do I get to go on Mongo's shoulders?
Mungo, who's like thin as a rake, goes, yeah, no, that's fine. He's got like slender little shoulders. Right, well, have a lovely evening.
Enjoy.
See you in a few hours. Turn around and Sonia's just there going like...
Love you, bud. Catch you later.
Bye.
Okay, be safe.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Come back here if there's any issues, okay?
His chamomile doesn't want to swim.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. No. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Boy.
All right, you go in through the double doors and you immediately kind of get funneled round to like a cloakroom where you're told that you have to take all your weapons off and give them. There's like a kind of bored looking cloakroom girl who's like accepting people's bits and bobs and giving like a ticket in exchange. So all weapons, and that includes wands, you've got to give it. And when you'll go, because you're going to get searched before you go into the auditorium, if they find weapons on you at that stage, then it gets confiscated. It's much harder then to reclaim at the end of the night. So I just really recommend that you give me everything now and don't, be difficult. You can tell she's said this thing over and over and over again already.
I have a question. I carry a medical bag with me, and there's a sharp implement in it, but it's part of the medicine kit.
What are you going to need a medicine bag for in there?
I don't know. Do you have first aiders on hand?
Oh, of course.
Oh, all right then.
We all get trained in first aid. We've got to.
Rocking up to the O2. Do you have any first aiders there? I mean, yeah.
It's all right. The St. John's ambulance are here. It's fine.
That's what I mean. I thought Nick's was the only St. John's ambulance person here. Okay. All right.
Fucking next campaign is a St. John's ambulance crew that accidentally lands in the Feywild. It's just 4 humans, no classes.
It's a dangerously good idea. So essentially, you'd hand over pretty much anything that's dangling off you.
Yeah.
You'd hand it over. You get given a ticket, and you go. So just make sure that you kind of like clock that on your sheet and clock what I don't want to put the shits up you, but just clock what if there's any changes in any of your stats.
I'm assuming the headband is okay because it's not
Yeah.
a. Cool.
And sure enough, as you kind of move through the lobby, you see there's a few more people who clearly know Bears, have kind of like he's sort of a little bit ahead of you, and he is already like meeting up with people that he knows. There's an exquisite looking winged tiefling that he's kind of like talking to, and he's already like they've bought drinks for him and he's handing them on to you guys. So it's all like a kind of, they clearly rock into cities and go on nights out quite frequently, and they've got a whole like system. And
is Aoife with us at the moment, or is she with Bez?
Yeah.
I think I'd sort of like seeing this, I'd sort of turn to her and kind of go, so you guys are kind of like big deal then, are you? Like, point over.
That's a kind of interesting way of putting it. I don't think so. I think what it is, certainly Bez and I have been at this game for a little while now, and people kind of, they do know what we've done, but they also know that we don't get paid for what we do because we're just like out there helping. And, we're not like, strictly speaking, like adventurers. Like we don't take jobs that are definitely going to pay. We just make sure people don't die at sea. And I think after a while, there's enough people to kind of feel grateful for what done. So we got a lot of goodwill. We got no money, but we got goodwill. And sometimes that helps in bars,
Right. That's nice.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's certainly, it's the life for a bee, for sure.
It's the life for a bee?
Sorry, it's quite loud in here. It's the life for me. It's the
for
life
you.
that I've chosen. It's the life for me. Yeah.
That makes so much more sense. It's definitely not the life of the bee.
No one gives bees free drinks, I don't think.
Unless it's honey water and it's Cam that's giving it. I've gone really, really East Coast. I've gone really East Coast.
So what area are you from? Because I don't recognize your accent at all.
I've been traveling.
Have you? Okay, no problem. All right. Well, shall we go? There's like a little slight awkward pause. Shall we go? We'll go in, shall we?
Yeah.
And you
stupid motherfucker shit. Fuck. Shit. Yeah, let's go.
You get like a pat down as you go into the main auditorium. Scroll. So it is for sure. It's slightly more in the round than a thrust theatre. Sorry, just for a second, theatre. But it's not quite completely in the round, and it's not quite thrust. It's somewhere in between. The room is like octagonal. Sorry,
Nikki, just sorry. I'll put it in layman's terms. It's not in the round. It's thrust. Like
perfect. That is perfect.
Thank you.
That helps me so much less because I was just mesmerised by your bedazzled cock and balls that they can't see from the camera.
My spider penis.
Reverse spider.
No. Some jokes stay in the bit before we go live. Some jokes. Spider penis is one of them. Okay. It is an octagonal shaped room. And the stage is, I mean, I've described this before, but I'll just quickly do it again. The stage is like a fair few feet off the ground and not hovering, like built up. And
only in D&D do you have to quickly specify that
Not
it's not hovering. Not hovering. It's not hovering though. It's not hovering.
There is just a big space, like a blank space. People are already filtering in and like running to the area that is just like standing ground right in front of the stage and like pushing up against the stage area. There's then like basic benching that goes that sounds like I made it sound like I was being rude. Fucking basic benches that are like on little levels going up around the sides of this like 8-sided room, and there's even some people like standing at the back just like leaning against the walls drinking. Everyone's trying to get like their spot so they can get a good view of the stage. Your tickets have been paid for already, you just kind of like in you went. And there are some warm-up acts happening. The first one being a lone halfling who is going at the fucking spoons,
Yes.
and you know, and there's a trio of dwarven women who do like this act, which is really close harmonies and this very cool like synchronized little dances that they do, and finally, after a little bit of time, the MC comes on and announces the main act. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Just want to be aware. Nyx is fully on like sort of high alert. Like
Okay.
she's like trying to relax, but also just like she's got peepers everywhere.
All right. With those peepers, with said peepers, would you like to do a peeper check?
I'd love to do a peeper check.
Picture.
You see what you've done to us, Lydia?
Yeah.
I do, and I love it. I love it.
Constantly ready to say, get mum.
Get on. 22.
All right. give me just first of all, give me an idea of where, like, have you guys gone to the benches?
The
Are
basic
you-
benches. The ones with the gilets and Uggs.
Are you at the back, like, you know, are you against?
I think Aoife, so personally, Aoife said she wanted to get a good spot. I'm basically there with Aoife, kind of trying to sort of like get my coolness back from that last sort of interaction. Like, yeah, I love the like the sound of those spoons. They're amazing. Aren't they good spoons? Like, they're good. Yeah.
What I love about that is you have chosen to avoid the subject that you know the lead singer in the main act just to go, aren't those spoons good? She or the whole like Sons of Salt gang are like just to the side. They are on the like the ground floor, but they're not in with the people who are really like crammed up against it. There's a sort of band round those people who are all squashed in, of people who are like dancing to the music. There's like a little area, and then it goes into the benches. And so with a 22, I think you said you see there are some essentially there's security here that are posted at the door.
Are they like custards, or are they just like Sonia, like bouncers?
Yeah, they're like Sonia.
Okay.
They are sort of wearing similar things so that you can identify them as being people who work at the soapbox, but they are not custards. There's definitely like there's like one human guy there that's doing that thing of like leaning up against a wall and is not really impressed by anything, and it's got that real like these fucking people vibe about him.
I'm watching him like a hawk.
Just like drinking ale, but he does sort of stick out because he thinks he's being super secret and everything, but actually you can see the disdain he has for people enjoying themselves. It's the whole mood.
Okay.
And so, yes, when the band, the Forbidden Fruit, are announced, the lights go. The lights in the whole venue are extinguished, and you are plunged into darkness, and it's completely silent as well. Nobody's speaking, and a tiny bright spotlight illuminates just Akree's face on stage. His eyes are closed, and he starts to sing. It's just his voice, full of like soul and longing. Michelle, Nyx is flabbergasted at the sound that comes out of that very quiet man's head. No one in the theater takes a breath. It's completely silent, but for this voice. And the song seems to be kind of about his mother, his estranged mother, and it is absolutely enough to rip your heart out. It's very mournful song, and I didn't see what you were doing, Tom, but I get the feeling that you were not being entirely respectful. And after like a full verse of it just being his voice, suddenly the band kicks in and this huge wall of sound comes. The lights on the stage come up. Hello. And there are multiple sets of drummers. There's like a whole string section. There is like sort of large like oboe type of instruments. It's a huge noise that this fills in, and the people who were like packed in at the front suddenly begin screaming with delight at what they're seeing. And there are people who are like leaning onto the stage and like trying to grab at a Cree whose eyes are shut and he's just really, really in the music and always just slightly too far away for them to be able to grab him. And, you know, the songs merge seamlessly from one into another. They've become more, obviously, it's this big orchestral kind of noise, but they are also fucking bops. You can dance to them. Everybody in the room is like moving to it and moved by it as well. And then there is a moment, the music has been going for like half an hour, sort of non-stop, one song into another, into another. And suddenly it kind of stops. It's the first time that a song has ended and the room has become silent. And you see a Cree like looking out at the audience sort of for the first time as well, like breathing heavily. And he begins to sing a new song. This is the first song that people in the audience don't seem to know the words to. And it doesn't take you very long to realize that this song is about what's going on in Arroway Haven right now. And it is about people losing their homes, their livelihoods. And as the song builds, it calls out for an impassioned and non-violent resistance. And as it comes to the climactic chorus with lyrics, "She does not speak for us, only oppression and greed." You see his couple of quick hand gestures, and behind him, a larger than life projection of Sava Barg hovering above the band. Her exquisite features looming over the audience. And the song is over. The audience are enraptured. They're shocked, but they're enraptured by it. And then the band take one single bow and the lights go out. I mean, the audience are like clamoring for more. They are, the applause goes on, and finally, the half-foot Sonia has to kind of come out in front of the audience and just sort of announces that there's a special on ale at the bar, and people sort of she's like, if you want to make your way to the foyer, there's like a special on ale. And people start slowly realize that he's not coming back out again, that's it for the forbidden fruit, and they begin to leave.
I think I sort of go, guys, we can go back behind backstage if we want to meet Kree afterwards if you want to.
Yes,
And
yes, I think we should.
whilst I'm sort of saying that kind of like inane kind of, I feel like Serge does this a lot, like just kind of babbles a little bit whilst he kind of does the telepathic thing to someone else, and he kind of says to Nix at the same time, like, oop, I think we need to go and make sure that he's okay, just in case, because the last people that we know that did that are no longer here anymore. Okay, let's go. And sort of, I'm going to start like wading through the people towards the stage, I guess, because I did see a backstage when I first came.
Yeah, there's like a little kind of side, a kind of alley, little kind of corridor thing that takes you to the backstage area, that place that you first kind of walked through with your boxes earlier on in the day. And Sonia's kind of already there, like beckons you in, and then realizes just how many people are behind you and goes, oh, right.
Thank you.
Cheeky. And we'll put a pin in it there because we're gonna follow Cam's peaceful evening.
Before anything happens, I at that moment I would have, when the band finished, I would have messaged Cam just like a, hey, band's finished. Hope you're okay.
It's the spell message.
It's sending.
Oh fuck! Sending. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Not messing about.
No.
So that's what, an hour and a half?
An
hour?
You know, with everything, it's a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So when you split
What
off,
time do you call this?
with when you split off from everybody, Cam, you got back in the gondola, and what's the deal?
Camomile's going to try and find the Golden Galleon. Golden Galleon?
Cheeky mix. Yeah, the Golden Galleon. Yeah. Indeed. Can you roll me I'm gonna say a survival check to try and find it.
No.
No.
Camomile's going to ask someone.
Okay.
Oh.
Hello. Hello.
All right.
Hello, I'm Chamomile. I am looking for the Golden Galleon. You know where?
Yes. I think is it a tavern?
Yes, he's like place people stay.
Okay. I think it's near I haven't been there, but I think it's at the harbor.
That makes
in
sense.
that direction.
He's not like Test. Chamomile does not know.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Bye.
Farewell. And just kind of you don't get that absolutely directly because you're following more of like a direction, and then once you get to
I went to the harbour before with Bez, so
yeah. And you look around for a little bit, and indeed there is a large building which has interesting kind of like doorway that clearly caters for both aquatic and non-aquatic guests, but it is clearly not really a tavern but more like a hotel, and you can punt right up to the front and step in.
Hello.
Yeah, inside there's like a little lobby area, and there is a a half elf with like a tight black bun who's sort of playing this mournful song on the violin and sees someone's face and immediately kind of goes and into like a really like jolly song on the violin. And there is a halfling man behind a counter. He has got like short, neat, side swept hair and this extremely well tailored shirt that sort of ends about here and has like blousy arms and like a high neck, but completely shows almost his entire torso. And
I
he
can
is
tell you
like
right now, Lydia, that's not well tailored.
It's really not.
beautifully tailored, but mostly missing. And he is kind of worrying over a big book. He has a quill in his hand. His fingernails are really well painted, and he's just worrying over a big book. But it's basically just them two in the lobby. And he looks up and goes, "Oh, hello. Oh, do come in. How can I help? Do you want a room?"
Oh, he's sorry. His
Oh,
his his my friends. They were stay here. His dinner. His had the parrot.
all right. We, you see, God, this is kind of awkward. We sort of have a policy about
I
privacy.
have a letter from them. You can see the handwriting. They have expressly. Please be careful because here's lots of personal secrets in the letter too. So please read at the bottom where they say that we can look at we can go. I can go into the room. My name is Chamomile. His.
Oh, right, yeah, I kind of see that. Right. Can you roll just a quick persuasion? Or maybe...
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm just doing it.
Do I get advantage or anything for showing the letter?
No, it affects the DC, but it
12. His has bad charisma. People they
no,
don't follow.
that seems all in order. You see, the problem that I have though is it's just kind of me here. I've had to let some people go, and so I haven't got anyone to man the desk. Are you all right to go on your own?
He's okay. Can I have the letter back?
Oh, of course. I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry. I was trying to be very...
No, he's okay. He's just he's chamomile. He gets he the what? I like your nails.
Oh, thank you. I do like to keep them all neat and pretty. So here is a key, a spare key to the room. If you go up to the first floor, it's Suite 6. And I haven't seen them in a little while, but they are paid through for a little bit, so
Yes,
they might be there. I don't like digging around in people's business.
His thank you. His chamomile likes the shirts that they cover the whole. His like.
Oh, that suits you very well because you've got that nice waist. But you see, I'm kind of like I'm what they call a tomato shape. So you see, I've got a kind of like, if it cuts off here, it makes me feel like I've got a little bit of a waist. I tell you what, though, when I wear a necklace, it pulls at the hair that I've got, at the garden path. It's a bit of a problem.
Here's the garden path.
Like like this bit here. I don't want to
get into
like.
Can I see the garden?
Oh, that's a barrel of fucking worms right there that you've landed yourself in, Lydia.
Come back a little bit later. I might show you my garden.
I'm sorry, I have to pick my friends up. Is just the first floor, yes?
First floor, Suite 6.
For Americans, that's the second floor. Yeah, we'll go up and I'll go to the room.
All right. You make your way up to the first floor and follow the numbers until you come to Suite 6. You use the key, the door swings open, and what you see in front of you is kind of this is incorrect. This is
a gun. A man with a gun. He shoots Cam. Cam's dead.
The room is is kind of dimly lit. The curtains are closed, but you do see enough that this is like a parlor with a large low table in the middle with empty plates and goblets. It is beautifully appointed, that everything is soft furnishings in kind of mossy greens and bright brassy yellows and golds, heavy curtains that are pulled shut. And tell me what your passive perception is. It's not good. It's like 12.
It might as well be 0.
I think it's like 10, isn't it?
10 or something, isn't it?
It's 14.
It's 14.
That is possibly the best passive perception I've ever had.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think with a 14, you get like the air in here. There is, to your nose, a difference between dusty air for a room that hasn't been inhabited in a couple of days and a kind of mustiness, like not rank, but just like
a teenage boy's bedroom.
Not
less cummy.
When you say teenage boy, I immediately think a bit grubby, which is perhaps a little unfair of me. But kind of like when you walk into a room of somebody who has had a lie-in. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm reaching on this.
It's a room that's been warmed by body heat and has not since cooled. Kind of.
I think there's such a it's just there's an interesting smell to the room that sort of caught you.
It's like somebody slept in here recently.
Well, you don't know. You don't think so. It doesn't feel. This feels. It feels very still and quiet and abandoned in there. But it's just. I think with a 14 passive perception, you just get that like little bit more. Do you step in?
Yeah.
You've got a lot of like piled plates and goblets that are all like absolutely spotless. And either side of the parlor, there is an open door that goes into 2 different bedrooms.
It's like a suite. Like this is
a suite. This is a suite.
Fancy.
They were not fucking about. These are people who just bought you mounts. They don't care about money. They gave you loads of money. They were not short of cash.
It's so big.
Each bedroom has an unmade bed and like objects, like belongings scattered over the bedside table, and a chest and
like a foot locker, like at the end of the bed.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that's wet. Sorry, let's just give that a little bit of let me just
Why are you rolling, Lydia? Why are you rolling?
Wetly.
She rolled wetly.
What are you doing?
I think I'm here to gather their personal effects.
Okay. You step into a room. One of the first things that you see is like a book, a kind of journal, and a quill and a little bottle of ink by the bedside table. And as you kind of go and sort of look around to try and find a bag to put everything in, you're just sort of in your head thinking about gathering stuff up. You hear something. It is the tiniest noise, a slight shifting under the bed.
I'll look under the bed.
You kneel down, you get down on all fours, and you lift the blanket to look under the bed, and you, I believe, don't have dark vision. This is already a fairly dimly lit room.
No, I do not have dark vision. I am a Furbolg.
What you see looking back at you is one set of orange eyes and one set of milky white eyes. And there is immediately a kind of shuffling, scuffling kind of noise, and as the eyes blink away and begin to move.
Hello?
And now on the other side of the room, there are these shadowy figures. One of them has the faintest of like lightning rippling over their form that just slightly illuminates them. And a voice comes back. Please don't hurt us.
Hello, my name is Caramel. He's not here to hurt, see? He has no weapons.
They just sort of stand there for a little while. There's a little bit shifting, but it's very dark. You can't really make anything out.
This is the room of some of my friends. I've come to get their stuff. He's Caramel. Your name is?
They went away. They were getting us clothes and food, I think, and they did not come back.
They look after you?
They brought us here.
Where are you from, maybe? He is my name is Caramel, and he's with some friends. He was trapped in a house of a man named Sikros who did experiments and tried to make magic of us. We escaped. When we got to the city here, when we left, we met Dina and what's the other one's name? Karma. And then we went to another house and we rescued someone similarly who was being experimented with magic. They got you. They saved you.
As this is sort of slowly being absorbed by these two figures, there is a sudden noise as as the wardrobe bursts open and this tiny form comes tumbling out, goes, "I'll kill you!"
Kill
and
No.
Go on, say.
I'll just absolutely hoof it. I'm gonna absolutely clart it. I'm just gonna grab it. I'm gonna do what Cam does best.
Consider it yoked.
Okay. Absolutely. Roll a grab.
I'm gonna grab the baby. It's what Cam does best. I rolled a 19 on the dice, Lydia. So 1, fuck you. 2, it's a total 26.
So what happens is this. As soon as the doors burst open, this tiny figure holding something way too big for it comes tumbling out. The two figures like try and go forward and go, no. And this tiny figure with sort of trips a bit on their own thing that they were trying to hold, which is a yikilwa. And you immediately just, as it's tripping, just pick it up and write it and go.
Hello?
You are holding a small child, pale skin with a slight green with a slight green like tint to it, like a minty green tint to the white skin with like scales slightly in like the hairline. The hair is this pale peachy, like cut off, like the hair has been very poorly chopped, and bright green emerald eyes looking back at you in like rage, going, "I'm going to kill you!" And it eventually kind of exhausts itself and just hangs there looking at you with absolute, just livid.
Hello, I'm Chamomile.
Oh, no! And the two figures come forward. One of them pulls back a curtain, so some light, like from the street light outside, finally comes through, and you get a good look at everybody in the room. One person, the person who was not crackling with lightning, deep black red type, almost black but red skin with orange eyes, these like long wispy eyelashes, hair cascading down his torso, and you see on the front of his head he would have had horns that came out, but they have been sawn off close to the head, and he comes to like take this girl that you're holding away, and says, "It is okay, Iggy. I think he's a friend." And like sits her down in the bed, and she is like stiff and tense and like staring at you. And the person at the
It's like Michelle
window.
on the tube.
Sorry, say that again.
It's like Michelle on the tube.
Yeah.
Tense the whole way.
Yeah.
And then the other man at the window, again, slender, vitiligo skin, hair is short cropped, streaked with different colors, pale, ghostly eyes, and this like lightning that seems to constantly, in a very small, like not super dramatic, but just little tiny bits of lightning seem to kind of ripple over his body. And the dark-skinned tiefling, again, that the vitiligo gentleman is also somebody with sawn off area where there would have been horns. I am sorry, this is very alarming. We have been here for a few days, and we were told to leave, so we were frightened to step out of the room.
I'm chamomile, and I understand. Dina and Kira, they want to come back. They have unfortunately, they are dead. And gesture to Danielle. The parrot. He recognized Danielle. They recognize me as a friend. He's the letter. He's the letter. Is proof. And I show, like, I let them read just the whole last letter. Like,
yeah. They died because of us.
No. He's good people. They do not die because they do good things. They die because they bad people want it. This room is only free for some time. You can come back to where me and my friends are, and I to help with the personal effects. Are you okay? He's sometimes the people who had the experiments on them, they get like little power, and sometimes they're nothing, and sometimes it's big power, and they feel like they are maybe dangerous, and they can go somewhere. There's a place where people can maybe look after you, but I don't know the place. I don't want to say that. Chamomile said it's safe, but Dina said it's safe.
We're all kind of a little bit different. We were four. One could not control when they moved, and they moved into a wall. It couldn't get out. And Jinx, you can't touch Jinx. It stings.
His chamomile will not touch.
And I think for the most part, I'm kind of okay as long as nobody makes me too angry.
Okay.
And the little girl, who's still just sort of like furrowed brow looking at you, goes, "Yes, I'm also fine. My name is Igrushka. These idiots, they call me Iggy."
Hello, Igrushka. I'm chamomile, and and sometimes when bad people are mean to my friends, it makes me very angry, and he'll feel like maybe a different person, and maybe you feel the same sometimes.
Mm, mm, maybe I'm very dangerous.
Igruska, Chamomile thinks that you could be dangerous, or you could be very helpful. He's the hammer, the same hammer that 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 can knock a wall down, can also put in a nail.
The eyes are the nipples of the face.
She thinks about that for a second and then just like puts her forehead against the dark skinned tiefling who has introduced himself. His name is Maltito, but people call him Dito. Dito. So it's Jinx, Dito are the two tiefling men, and Igrushka or Iggy is the young girl.
His the city is very busy tonight. There's a show. His maybe we could, if you wanted to, you could come back to where I am, or if you could maybe wait a night or two. If you see by the letter, Dinner and Kara, they wanted me to send, or they wanted us to send the books back to the school. But the school is also where they maybe be able to help people who have the magic done to them. He's maybe his chamomile. He just really wants to help, and there's lots of options, and he just sort of wants to know what it is that you want to do and what you think might be helpful.
As Jinx replies and says, "This is it's a lot to take in. I'm so incredibly grateful for your arrival. We don't really know what we would have done if nobody had come. Tonight we were certainly getting a little desperate, and you see that Igrushka has actually stood up on the bed and is whispering into the ear of Dito, and Dito goes, "Do you happen to have any food on you? We actually haven't eaten in a couple of days."
He's yes. Chamomile, he has the food. Oh.
The fucking oldest aubergine.
Here's this. His chamomile will go and get some of the food for you, or you can come with chamomile and chamomile will get you the food on the way. His chamomile doesn't. He had the food, but it went wet.
Oh, that really got me in that. Oh God! When food goes wet, no.
I'm Ross Kemp on wet food.
The three of them like look at each other and go, "We don't. We're sort of." And they look at. Both the men are wearing trousers that are barely decent, held up by a piece of cord, and little Igrushka is wearing painfully a kind of jumpsuit that is not for her size, and she's outgrown it, and it's looking like it's not a good situation, and they're both kind of
I know where there is a wardrobe of men. It feels
don't
weird
mind
because
staying here one more night if it is difficult, if it would cause the wrong kind of attention to.
He's like maybe it's a good, because everybody's at the show and the music and it's so loud. We can just go straight past. Chamomile, he has a gondola. Chamomile, he's listen. Please just listen. Chamomile is know that this all seems too good, and is like, hey, who is this man? He comes into the room and he's like, I've got food and I've got clothes and I've got space and I know Dina, I've got the parrot, and feels like maybe it's a bit too much too good. And Chamomile knows what it's like to have a lot of bad things happen, to you, and when a good thing happens, it feels like maybe it's a trap, like a trap. His and Chamomile also knows that like if he was a trapper, he would say this, but Chamomile he knows he and I think he's maybe gonna just like show some like evidence of being like bound or like the tasing stuff,
Mm.
and Chamomile's gonna pull out a gun.
Yeah, I mean, you can if you pull up your braces, it's fairly obvious to show the areas where you've been in manacles for not a short period of time, and Dito stands up and offers out a hand to shake and says, "It seems that we are part of one big, extended, unfortunate family."
He's oh. You guys can meet Nix and Serge. They're very nice, and maybe Hannah. They're very good people, and Serge is very good. He's very funny, and Nix, she's very fod. He's Chamomile. He went smart.
Igrushka absolutely dissolves into a puddle of laughter on the bed. First time.
He's. Can you maybe help me with the stuff? And Chamomile will go down and get some food and maybe some robes. We gather the stuff to send away, and then instead of using the money for anything for Chamomile, you can have the extra money and use it to start a life. And maybe if you want to go to the school,
get everything ready.
What?
I'm going to get everything ready. I'm going to get everything packed up right now.
Chamomile will go get some food from the downstairs. And you guys can eat on the way. We'll take so 1 second. Chamomile has to pick up his friends from the concert. But first we go back to Chamomile's house and we put you in Chamomile's house, and then Chamomile go and get his friends and bring them, and then introduce when you guys are like sit down and safe and okay.
You're talking, but this tiny form of someone that's probably around absolutely no older than 8 years old is pushing these grown men around the room and like telling them to go and pick up that thing and put that thing in that thing.
I don't have written down any money, but I know Michelle has told me I have money. It's most. Oh no, fucking! I've got so much gold.
Write down your gold.
I do write down my gold, but I feel like Cam doesn't carry a lot with him. Like, he knows that 1 gold coin gets into smaller coins.
If you don't write it down, then the narrative in my head is that Nix has given you a huge sack of gold and you've simply taken it and dropped it in the canal.
I have 382 gold. Cam can go downstairs and he's hello. He's Mr. Nails. He's hello.
Oh yes, you can call me Enfys Paddy. That's
Hello, he cannot say that. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. Enfys will do.
That's the difficult one. I can say Paris. It's the other. He's my mouth. His Chamomile would like to buy 3 foods and 3 robes.
Oh right, yeah. Oh, all right. What kind of robes you looking for? Like a kind of ceremonial robe,
His
or
mostly just to like maybe cover the body and just like comfortable.
Oh right, okay.
Do you have pajamas or maybe smocks?
Well, we do have. We don't really tend to provide pajamas for people. They tend to kind of sort themselves out in that regard.
He's just robes. Don't worry. His Chamomile's just.
I reckon in the time it takes me to put a plate together, a couple of plates for you, I could probably get you something.
His 3 robes. He's not plate. He's one to carry and take away. He's like take the food away. His Chamomile and his friends have to take lots of heavy books. He's so tired. Chamomile is so tired and has to take the heavy books.
Oh, right. Okay,
so
I'm a bit lost, but I think
tired.
maybe what you're thinking about is like a few sandwiches or something.
He's maybe not so sandy.
Oh no, fair enough. So like,
He's like food to walk and some comfy robes. He's robes like Serge wears.
all right, I'm so confused, but I reckon I could probably
He's the robes like they're
collection a
like
thing.
Serge has two.
Shall I bring it up to
He's
Sweet
not
Six?
you can give it to Chamomile here. His Chamomile and his friends will take their books down and his then the room is yours.
Oh, right. Oh, fuck. Okay.
He's no money back. He's not like
No,
really
that's
kind.
fine. That's fine. I was sort of, I don't worry about it.
He's what?
No, it's fine. Sally,
Is
will you
Chamomile
just?
upset you? He's
No,
sorry.
no,
Chamomile will pay for more nights. How
no,
much
no,
is a night?
no.
How much?
Well,
He's sorry.
it's not-
Chamomile is so sorry.
oh, flipping heck. It's all, it's absolutely fine. It's just, business isn't great, and they look like kind of rich people. I thought they were going to stay a little bit longer.
Yes,
So
unfortunately,
I shouldn't have said anything. I'm so sorry. It's really
He's
unprofessional.
so sorry. How much is a night?
Oh, it's 10 gold.
10 gold for the night. I have 8 nights, please.
Well, if you buy 8 nights, that'd be
Yes, is 8 nights okay? Would that help? Would that make you not sad?
Well, don't do me
Are you okay?
God,
Is Chamomile make you sad?
right, does it?
His 10 nights? Would
10 nights? You're gonna pay for 10 nights now,
would
are
that
you?
make you not sad?
No, I don't want you to try and make me happy. I'm fretting about my business, that's all. But if you wanted to stay here, then I can't, I'd
Chamomile
love.
can only sleep in the one bed. He has someone. Sorry, is maybe 12 nights? Would that make
12 nights? Right, okay. So what are we at now? Because if you thing and also the stuff that you've ordered for us, I think we're kind of we're looking at a few hundred, aren't we? All in
I can
all.
literally hear Michelle's blood pressure rising, and it's so
I tell you
glorious.
what, you let me just sort you out with the food and clothes, and we can talk about accommodation after. I just got to quickly go out back and get.
His Chamomile does not wish to stay. Chamomile feels bad. He's maybe.
Well, don't just give me. I tell you what, it'd make me so happy. If you see anyone that needs somewhere to stay, tell them the Golden Galleon's really nice.
Okay, his Chamomile will do this.
All right, let me go and get you a baguette, yeah?
He said Chamomile has a bigger bag.
Oh, fucking.
Oh, no. Get out.
You are never getting out of this hotel. These two are locked in a fucking conversation for the.
Hey, Lydia, what you committed me to 2 hours away from this lot. I'm doing nothing dangerous. I'm having a conversation with a weird man.
Okay. He sort of stares at you for a while and blinks, and then steps down off his little platform behind the counter and goes off. And it's a few minutes. He comes back with brown paper wrapped baguette sandwiches and a bottle of juice, big bottle of juice to go with it.
Kia ora.
I'm sorry, what?
I said Kia ora.
Oh, Kia ora.
Because that's what makes me think of my childhood. Because everything from my childhood is racist.
Oh God, yeah, of course it is. And
of course it is.
Of course it is. Yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah, look at you, Nicky. Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, what you guys don't know is I was raised on a KKK commune, apparently.
And a little kind of pile of clothes that are neatly washed and ironed and folded, lost and found clothes.
Sick.
So there's
Here's many thanks I will tell people about the golden galleon.
Then.
Yes. The golden galleon.
Leon. Yeah.
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 Yes.
No,
The
that's
golden.
great. Maybe we'll just kind of put this at like, what shall we say, 1 gold. I'm not charging you for the clothes. That feels a bit cheeky. It's not mine. But the
His how many is this? And he's just gonna pull out like a handful of coins.
God, you are trying my morality, aren't you? Woo! If you'd like to mark off 2 gold,
I'm alright with that.
he's honest, but he's not that honest.
Do you know what? He's a chancer. I respect it. He's got a fistful of gold there. He's not going to miss 2.
And you go back up
I will pass the clothes through and close the door.
Yes. They are sitting ready on a couch, holding bags which have like scrolls and stuff sticking out of them, and they are ready. They've even piled up the plates that they had been kind of like licking clean over the last couple of days. Everything is like tidy and
Here's some clothes, and can we maybe do just one little check? Because Dina and Kira had lots of secrets, and I just want to make sure that we don't miss anything secret. Because if I tell Surgeon Nix that I went and got all of this stuff but didn't look for secrets, then what if we miss like the big secret that like saves the world or something?
Yes, please go.
Can all 4 of us do
and
an investigation?
they start to kind of get changed.
Yeah. Can I do an investigation check? And can they do investigation checks, please?
Yeah. Roll with advantage.
Fuck. I have
Where are all my 20s, Nikki? Where are they?
I've rolled once. Calm down. Fucking hell. Why couldn't you roll more?
The energy you're bringing to it. There's a certain doom energy that you're bringing to your rolls.
16.
They had missed a couple of things. Firstly, some pouches of money underneath a pillow.
Right.
And you do find it's that old trick of lodging a slim notebook underneath, like when you pull out a drawer and it's like under it, and then you put the drawer back in. So you got a couple of extra things, and they're kind of really embarrassed that they'd missed it themselves.
Okay, here's maybe you haven't had the things for so long, and think maybe where would you put them? When I first got out, I put everything in this bag, and there's no pockets. So everything just got kind of smushed. On their way to our house, maybe I can tell you about my rose. I don't have it here, but my friend they looking after it, and they gave me a flower, and they said I can have it. But I need to go back and get it. But I'm just been really busy, and I think that maybe it's best that somebody else looks after it until I'm better and know what to do. I have
You're walking
sandwiches
through like the hotel, and they're like nodding and really like interested in what you're saying. They look like a fucking mess. One of them's wearing like a bed hat, like a sleeping hat, and like a really nice blazer, and then like I mean the outfit is eclectic looking, but they don't give a fuck. And
I'm gonna get onto the gondola, hand them over the sandwiches. Cam is going to spend the entire gondola ride describing the rose in detail and about the daydream he had of like being curled up asleep in the middle of it when the petals were closed around him. The plan is to get everyone back to theirs, get everyone in and up with all the stuff.
Yeah.
And then go back and wait to pick up the others.
Yes. So you they are transfixed by what you're saying. They're doing a thing of like each of them they all open up their sandwiches as they're listening to you, and they kind of swap stuff around. They are like a unit of people that know each other really well. They know well enough to like, this person doesn't like tomatoes, so this tomatoes all go in one, and the other one doesn't like that, whatever. And you get back to your home, and in they go. You kind of walk them past Marla, who is drinking a little wee nip in her parlor in her front room, and you are then leaving them there to come out and go to the venue.
I'm putting them into our little like towery thing.
Into your tower, sure.
And then on the way out, I was like, "Hey, Miss Marla, can you maybe? Shh, I need to tell Serge and Cam, and also maybe my new friends could maybe borrow some clothes because they don't have any."
Yes, of course.
He's not right now. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh, sure.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Hey, Miss Marla, have you thought about maybe staying at the Golden Galleon? It's very nice.
Yeah, that possibly that's quite an interesting concept. Am I not safe here? Should I go to
You're not
a
safe
hotel?
here?
Am I not?
You're not safe here?
Oh, am I not safe here?
Oh,
Oh
no,
my
I need to pick the others, but I need to pick the others up, and there's so many people, and you're all so small.
What did you discover that told you that I'm not safe here?
You just said it.
No, you just said it.
No, you said it.
What? Okay. Classic case of miscommunication. So, am I safe here?
Are you?
Oh no. Right, I'm going to quickly pour myself a drink. I believe the original instruction was for me to stay quiet.
Don't tell Surgeon Nix. Let Chamomile tell Surgeon Nix about the new friends, and then maybe
surprise.
tomorrow they may need to borrow some clothes because one of them is
Oh
wearing
yes, the clothes thing. Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
There was a little, the cotton one, quite little. So I'll see if I can find some smaller clothes.
His little
Nipples.
No, he's little. He's little.
Oh, little.
He's
Yes.
little. He's like
Little.
you. He's little.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
His Chamomile will be back. He has to go pick the others up from the concert.
Sure.
His bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Chamomile will get the door.
Farewell. And and you're away.
Yeah, I would like. Is there any like custards about? Or, like, I'll ask them just to make sure I'm going the right way. I think Cam's been a bit
There is actually quite a strong presence of Custer out tonight.
on our road.
Generally.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to say earlier, but I was scared I was going to bum you out even further. But there is just a general, like, you didn't notice it quite so much when you went to the Cat and the Custard Pot, but as you've been going through the streets, you've just noticed there's, there was already a vibe in the city. You noticed it when you first came in. And whilst before it was more of a vibe of like nervousness in the people, there's now that plus a very visible presence of custodian for
Hello.
new people. Custers are guards and police.
Hello. Can you show Chamomile? I'm Chamomile. Can you point to Chamomile where the shoebox is?
Shoebox.
Soundbox.
Sandbox.
Here's like the music.
Soundbox.
Here's the music place.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Here's Chamomile is trying to find the music place. The place where they play the music.
There's a lot of music places.
Sorry.
We're not tour guides.
No, he's like maybe you could help.
I think you need to move along. Come on.
Please
don't loiter.
Please don't push. Please don't push.
Come on, though. Move on.
Chamomile is moving. Please don't push. He just wants to know where the soundbox is.
Yeah, but there's no place called the Sandbox. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is the shoebox?
Nope.
Here's the box with the music. Is the concert. Chamomile's friends are there.
I don't know. There's like, this guy is like a big, like kind of meat-headed looking dude, and a slightly smaller person next to him like leans in and whispers. He goes, "Oh, fucking no, leave me to it. I don't know what you're talking about. Move on."
He's just. Do you know where the concert?
Move on, I said. There's no loitering tonight. If you're looking for trouble, I can bring you trouble.
No, come on, I would not like any trouble, please. He just wants to find his friends.
I can't help you with losing your friends.
I've not lost them. I know where they are. I just need to know where their place is.
Well, you don't really know where they are, do you? Because you keep saying different things to me.
He's just told
He
maybe...
puts his hand on the sword that's hanging at his side. I've asked you so many times to move on. There's no loitering here. If you're looking to get arrested, I can point you in that direction.
Do you wish to kill me?
I wish you would get out of my face.
Have a nice night.
You're walking away?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get on the gondola.
Yeah, you get on the gondola and move off, and you just you see that guy, like as you're going away, that guy turned to the smaller guy next to him, who is like a half elf, like light pale hair, pale scruff, and just go, I'm fucking sick of you always coming in with your fucking negativity. I fucking had that. Leave it.
Negativity. Cam's just gonna do his best to remember the way.
Cool. I'm going to say it's not overly difficult because you've done the trip already tonight. Yeah. So for that particular one, you're not going to need to roll. It's just going to take you a little bit of time. And you get to the thing. People are pouring out of this venue. There is like a fucking buzz of all these people. It's not really the woohoo buzz that you experienced on the way in. It is like a focused buzz as they stream out. And you don't see your friends there in part of the crowd that is streaming out. Okay, let's pop a pin in that. Y'all.
Oh wait, this is where I would have got a message, right?
I don't. Yeah.
This is when you sent the message.
Yeah, I sent something at some point.
Yeah, so now's the time where this marries up because this is when
I think it probably, maybe it's at that point when you're right in front of a custer and you just get that dink in your head and you're like, good night.
He's okay. He has little news, but we'll tell you when you come out.
You've gone into the venue. I'm going to pop a pin in you going in, and I'll pick it back up where these guys were walking into, essentially backstage, where there is one very small room and, oh my God, so many people because it's a really big band. It's like a whole fucking coach of people trying to hang out with Arcade Fire. There's just so fucking many of them. But
I couldn't name an Arcade Fire song or tell you what they look like.
Everything now.
But you are in there. There are just sort of jugs being over people's heads, trying to pour it into things because everyone's so like squished in. So people are just like lifting their mugs and getting ale poured into it. And it's kind of buzzy. And there is like a Cree sitting down at a couch, sort of at the back of the room, not without a drink, just like looking.
Agree. Hi.
No, I'm looking. Yes. Hi. I'm so sorry that you had to see this again. I'm so sorry that you had to see this show again. Like you.
What are you talking about? It was incredible. Again.
Why we was.
I don't know. Agree. This is well, Nix, but this is just the rest of the people that we know. This is Nix's wife.
I'm so sorry that you got dragged along to this. So embarrassing. I'm so sorry.
What are you going to do to make it up to us?
We've got merch. And he like hands out these little handkerchiefs with a flower on it. It's like
You are forgiven. You are forgiven.
That was so good, so good, and that song at the end. I mean, uh, bold, bold. That was.
Yes, I just wrote that in the last few days. I probably should have said to you earlier, but I think we're going to have to close the shop. And it's just something I've been thinking a lot about.
Why
Well,
do you...
that's fine. I'll come back the next day.
No, I'm so sorry. What I mean is, I can't afford to keep the shop open. No, the taxes have shot up, and no one's buying musical instruments when in this climate. So I think that we're going to have to permanently close the shop. I'm really sorry. I was so happy at the thought of expanding and bringing you in, but I don't, my heart's broken.
That's not happening. That's it's not happening. You're staying open.
Oh, I don't really see a way around it. Even if we were to
Well, you
sell,
do. You do see a way. You sang about it up there.
nobody's
You
going
saw
to
a
listen
way.
to me. No one's going to listen to that.
Are you kidding? Hundreds of people were out there were listening to that. Hundreds of people out there were hearing what you were saying. You heard the audience at the end.
I don't anticipate it'll have much of an effect, but we'll see. I think we'll have to close for the time being, because even if we were to sell every instrument in the shop, it would not pay for the taxes that I already owe. And there's kind of a human guy that's kind of close to you guys just because you're all squished in, and he hears in and turns around and says, "I've already told you. I know we want to donate some of what we're earning to help the shop. It's really important to keep the shop open. We've said this already." And Akri's like, "Oh God, no. I can't do that."
Can I...
Anyway, I'm such a downer. Like, enjoy yourselves with your friends are here. Have a drink.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
These taxes you have to pay, do you still owe any? And will you have, how does that work? Does someone come by and pick it up, or?
Yeah, they've been coming by every day. And when you don't have the money, it's not pretty. And I just, you have a choice. You fight back and potentially get arrested. I don't want to harm a customer.
Of course not. Of course
So
not.
I have to stand back and watch them vandalize my shop.
No, we don't want that to happen. How much would you have to pay?
Well, at the moment, I'm looking at around 100 gold the last week.
I mean, that's insane. Oh, I am not, I'm not suggesting that you actually pay these ridiculous taxes. I was just thinking perhaps you pay it and we slip a special coin in there so we can track where all this money's going.
Oh. That's very clever.
It's why we keep her around.
That's why. Yes.
Not your deep.
You just sort of see his eye go from Nyx up to Yvain, who's just like fucking beaming above. And he says, well, we could, I mean, if you're sure that you want to get involved, it's probably not worth it. But if you're
it's
sure,
so worth it. It's
well, I think you're welcome to say I'm a little tired. So I was sort of thinking about making a move.
No, listen. You stay here. We'll go. But
No. I don't. I mean, like, I would have gone anyway. It's very loud.
yes, it is very loud. Can I insight check him? I'm just trying to get the vibe of like, is this like, oh, I really want to be on my own, or is this like, oh, it's a crowd? In which case, I might be like, you can come back to ours, kind of thing.
Oh, that kind of insight check. Okay.
Yeah. 14, 21.
God, I love it. I love the good insight. Okay, so here's what you glean, having met this chap a few times now. Firstly, it's just like whiplash what he's like on stage as to what he's like in real life. And but also he would have, you can see that the other band members, they don't bat an eye at the thought that he's going to go. Like, he hasn't even poured himself a drink. He wouldn't have stayed. But there was a moment as he was like, I think I'll just go. And there was a bit of like, just checking what Serge might have said at that point.
That's what I was thinking.
And he went, no, I'll go.
Such a
to
Tom
which point
move.
he just nodded, because of course that makes sense. And picks up some of his things and moves through the crowd and out of the back.
Is he just gone?
Well, he's sort of picking up his stuff and weaving through and out.
All right, then I'm just gonna nudge Serge, be like, he could come back to ours. Could have a little nightcap maybe at ours. Maybe it's a bit crowded here. There is a lot of people, and we've got a lot of people with us.
Oh, sure.
If he wants to, obviously, and if you want that,
No, I'm sure you could. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Is it to talk about like the revolution or?
No, no, Serge. I was just thinking
Maybe he just needs a drink. Okay, cool. I'll be. Agree.
He's kind of you follow him out, and as pins everywhere. But as you follow him out, Bears actually leans in to you, Nix, and says, "I'm not really sure if everybody is coming to the. Remember, we organised.
Yes. Where is that? Where are we meeting?
Well, it's just actually a few streets away, and I think it might be a good idea if we kind of went now, if you're interested.
Yes, I think Cam.
Was everybody going? Are we all? Because it's kind of a big inconspicuous group, or
yeah, it is a lot of people. I would definitely love to be there. Oh, she might be mad at me. It'll be fine.
If Vane kind of goes, what's this?
Oh, we are meeting someone. It's fine.
Can I come? I mean, I understand if you don't want me but
no, you
please.
can come. You can come.
Good, thank you.
Yeah. You were going to come anyway, weren't you?
I would have absolutely. Yeah, there's no way.
It's fine. No, you.
I don't want to come across as possessive. Please, I want you to understand. I'm not a jealous type. I'm not trying to be possessive, but I'm going to really struggle if I can't just go, oh, she's there. You see what I mean?
I completely understand, and that's absolutely fine. We will go together, and
Nick secretly loves it.
It's absolutely fine. This woman sort of saved our lives, and then I sort of told her to fuck off. So I don't know if she might.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see how this goes.
Woo! Let's
That
go.
definitely can't be anything more than what it actually
Yeah.
is.
But I think it'd be fine. Yes, we should probably go. I don't know. Is Mungo? Do you? I don't think you know.
I don't think you'll go.
I don't think.
No, Mungo. Mungo, I think not.
No, I don't know. I didn't know if Mungo needed to.
Mungo
Go?
in my rendezvous? More likely than you think.
Listen, I actually love this. This whole vibe is grand. I could have a drink here. I think I can make it back. I've also got a few coin in my. I've got a few coin, so I can get a
You should stay
a
at the
boat.
Golden Galleon.
No, he's staying there.
I'm not there.
I mean, if it's all right that once I'm done, I'll go back to the house.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
cool.
I'll just, I guess, find a tavern or.
Yeah, no, just come back to the
Oh,
house.
just come-
Absolutely fine. Yeah.
You know what? This lot, fun. I'm gonna have a quick drink. Can't believe I'm backstage. It's so cool.
It's
And have
great.
a
Enjoy it.
He's such a small town indie kid.
yeah.
Is exactly what he is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna sit here and like, I'm vibing on this shit. Oh yeah, this is. I like this. Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Because anyway, the Sons of Salt are there, yada yada.
Yeah.
And you and Bears and Yvain head out, and you bump into, as you're heading out, you bump into Cam.
Hello, how was the show? It's so good. Yeah, so glad. Can we go home?
No, we need to go to this meeting
Here's the meeting.
with Remy. Yes.
Oh,
Do you not want to come?
here's a problem.
What's the problem?
He's maybe. Where's Serge?
Can I see like Serge just talking to Akri or?
You just saw Serge peel off in a different direction.
Oh, okay.
So you went through the main auditorium to leave like a civilian, and he peeled off to like backstage stage door type situation.
He's just gone to speak to Akri. Why?
Where are they going?
He's just gonna ask him if he wants to come back to the house.
He's when?
Like now. Well,
He's
actually,
before Cam?
before Cam. What do you mean before Cam?
He's going before Cam?
I don't know. I can't keep a track of you boys.
He's
This is classic. Everybody gets separated at gig,
Yeah.
and they never find each other again. This was 90s gigs.
Yeah.
Fucking.
he's oh no.
Cam, I need you to breathe. It's fine.
He's not breathing.
And what's wrong? What's happened?
Oh no. His get mom.
Mom.
His Nix. I need to speak to you for a second.
Okay.
With no beds.
Okay. Yvain, I'm just gonna be here. You can see me.
Right, I can see you.
His okay, so he's maybe a lot to say over a whisper,
Okay.
but he's like, so Dina and Kara, they got caught by the custers and
When? Tonight?
oh no, 1 second, please. So Dina and Kara, they got caught by the custers and they are dead. And I went back to the Golden Galleon. You should maybe stay there. And I went back to the Golden Galleon, and they did it. They did the thing. They saved the people that was like us. And
Okay.
so Cameraman got all of their stuff, and he got all of their peoples, and he got them some clothes and some food, and then he took them back to the house so that they would be safe and that we could look after them. But the problem is that what if somebody else goes there, because they're expecting Cameraman and they're really nervous. And also, Cameraman accidentally said that Nix was a fart, but he meant she's really smart, and I'm really sorry about it.
Okay. Karma and Dina are dead
He's
because they got caught by Custers, and how do you know this?
he's when I took Bez to the harbor, Kamama saw the bodies in the square.
Okay, right.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's where he saw Danielle.
Okay,
The
and
parrot.
then that's why the letter said if anything happens, go. So you
Well,
went there. It's fine.
He went there to get the books and stuff because I thought that maybe the Custers had gone in and then they'd gone into a room and just go
I'm just
and
gonna.
then and then all the books and the stuff and maybe they stole stuff.
I'm just gonna pull him closer, or like have him like duck his head down, and I'm just gonna flick him on the forehead.
He's
Cam, that was so silly.
He's not. He's what the letter said.
Yes, you went alone. Custers killed Dina and Kerma.
He's I know, and the Custer he won when I dropped them off at their house, and I was like, "Hey, do you know the way to the shoebox?" He was like, "You what?" He's
Right.
you watch your face, Mister, and then he like put his hand on his throat, and he was like, "You don't push me," and I didn't even push him.
No, okay, right, okay.
And
okay.
also we can't let Serge take a creep back to the house without us because Iggy will bully Serge.
Who is Iggy? Iggy is one of the people rescued,
Yes.
okay? And I have another question. I'm trying not to freak out,
Yes, please
Kamma.
don't.
But do you remember what happened when we rescued Hannah and we thought we were rescuing two people? What if one of those people...
He's not, because Dina and Kara took them back to their room and they were hiding in Dina's... They were licking the plates. They were licking the plates and hiding in the wardrobe and under the bed. They were so scared and I had to show them my wrist and my scars because they thought I was going to hurt them.
I understand. Okay.
His look.
Nix is just pacing like back and forth.
You have to stop the walk. You're not going anywhere.
I need to think.
He's listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
Chamomile needs to go back to the house to make sure that nobody gets there first.
Okay.
Marla has seen them, and maybe Chamomile takes Serge and Cree back.
Yes. Get Serge and Cree, take them back.
Yes.
Get them fed.
You stay with Yvain and Mungo and Baz and hello. Yes, I know you said, but it's just hello because it was loud. If it's just so I just needed to tell you everything that was going on because there's gonna be people at the house, and also there's lots and lots of stuff to read, and I have a headache.
Okay, breathe.
I'm breathing.
Okay, it's fine. Right.
I know.
Okay, Cam, you're gonna get Serge and Cree, find them.
Yes.
I think they went maybe round the side door.
Yes, but it's so big.
Okay.
Here's the shoebox.
Okay.
What if I go around and I can't see them?
Okay.
Can you do the voice thing?
Nope. The last time that's the only other time I can.
Can Yvain do the voice thing?
Darling.
Yeah.
Can you find Serge for me?
He's with the magics.
Either
He's chamomile.
Oh, can I borrow your phone?
Mine's out of battery.
Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere.
You are going to the meeting.
Chamomile
has business.
I need to put Serge, Cam, and Akri in the same boat and make sure they all head home together. That's all I need.
Here's our boat.
But behind her, you see Bez, who is like kind of going out of his mind and just going, "Look, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm begging you to come with me now because she won't hang around.
Okay.
And we need to meet her now.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Here you go. Chamomile will fix it. It's fine. And just run. He just runs. He just runs away.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Bez is fully that guy who's gone, listen, we need to go now because I know how long the queue is and I've just dropped a bomb. So I need to get in there before it hits in.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Okay, Bears, you, me, and Yvain. It's just you, me, and Yvain.
And Mungo. Oh no, Mungo's just there by himself.
Mungo.
No, Mungo's vibing.
Mungo's vibing. Okay.
I'm gonna run and find Serge.
Okay. Great. This is going excellent.
Someone got some gum.
So, Cam, we're putting a pin in you going around the side of the soapbox. Nix, you're going off with. There's so many pins, guys. I hope everyone's keeping up.
It's only you that
Nix,
actually needs to keep up this, so don't worry about it.
Keep us together. I'm trying.
So was I. I don't think Cam was when
you get
there
in a,
when you guys were talking
the
about.
three of you get in a gondola, and you don't sail too far. It's just a few streets down, and you step out into a small alleyway and stands there for a bit, and he makes a bird sound into the air, and a few seconds later, like 3-point landing on the ground, having jumped off the roof, is the very slight figure of Remy Silvertone, who puts back her hood, sees you, and goes, "I'm not doing anything, I promise."
I know. Hi.
I can't actually get into that right now. Very important, Bez. I think you need to get home. You need to get back to Mala right away. I heard earlier on, just now, that people were saying they heard Custers say they're going to arrest Mala. You need to get there right away. Before them. If you run, you could get there before them. We will speak later.
Let's go.
I'll come back. Away. And Bez immediately takes off running towards the house. I'm going to put a pin in that.
Okay.
Serge.
Yeah.
You.
Try to do the right thing, Lydia.
You have peeled out of backstage down a corridor to the stage door that leads you out of the back of the theatre. Stepping out through the door, it shuts behind you, and you feel the presence of somebody who has shut the door and is standing behind you. In front of you, you see a Cree standing on his own, and in front of him is a wall of custers. And one of them is stepped forward, talking to him, saying, We're putting you under arrest. We heard what you sang in there. That sounds like fucking treason to me. And they turn him around and start binding his hands in manacles, and he looks at you, his eyes staring at you in utter fear. Cam, you come racing around the corner to see this from the side, essentially. Serge with a custer right behind him and the door, and a wall of about 20 custers, one of which is putting a Cree in manacles, and you come up short just before you see it. A Cree looks to you, seeing your thinking face. I don't know, actually. He doesn't have great wisdom. Let me see if he can see your thinking face. He just looks to you and goes, and they pull him away and dragging him into a gondola.
I'm gonna grab Serge.
I'm gonna. Oh God, what am I gonna do? I can't do anything. Hold on. Just wait, Lydia. Wait, Lydia. Wait, Lydia.
The custers aren't waiting. They care very little about your spell list.
I hate Zoom because I can't punch Lydia in the face. It's like punching in a dream.
Shit, why am I doing this? The person who has manacled Cree has to make a saving throw.
Serge, you can't fight 20 custers.
Has to make a saving throw.
What variety of saving?
Wisdom saving throw.
Rolled an 18.
Wisdom saving throw. 18.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to stay at an 8. It stays at an 18.
It doesn't fucking do anything. It does not fucking
Do
do
they
anything.
feel it? Can you please read the whatever spell that was? Do they know they've had a spell cast on them?
Yeah, I think probably it's dissonant whispers. So it's in his head he hears, "Let him go."
The face of the man who has now the back of a Kree's scruff, his head whips up and looks at you. Cam, you're right next to him, holding the shoulders of Serge. And he then quickly, his eyes dart to the custer that's right behind him, and he goes, grab him and all. Grab him.
I'm really sorry. He does take damage. It's half damage, so that's 10, and that's 16. Half is what is that? 8 points of psychic damage.
As he like pushes it off and is looking at all the faces, you see blood begin to trickle out from his nose, and he just screams, "Get that fucking guy!" And you feel hands on your...
No. Lydia, I'm going to pick up Serge.
No, Lydia, let me tell you what actually happens.
I'm going to pick up Serge. I'm going to use my increased movement of 40 foot around to run to the crowd and turn invisible and run away.
With Serge.
Okay, if you are taking Serge, are you carrying Serge?
I am carrying Serge.
If you're carrying Serge, then your movement is halved.
Nope, I'm a furbolg. My size is one size larger for the sake of determining my carrying and pulling capacity.
It do be true.
All right. In which case, I'm going to have to ask for a roll off, because you did have your hands on him, but this man had positioned himself specifically to be right there.
Okay.
I'm going to.
It is.
Hold on. As he starts to pick me up, I say, "Go to the cloakroom. Go to the cloakroom, please. You have to take me to the cloakroom." To Cam, giving him bardic inspiration.
That's bardic inspiration, is it?
All right.
Yep.
I have a question. I have a really important question, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that in our heads?
Huh?
Did you say that telepathically?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. Sorry, that is a thing that I thought at the very least. I apologise if I didn't say that.
So, can I please have an athletics roll from you, Cam?
With the D6.
Fucking hell.
Have you rolled an extra D6?
I have.
Oh shit.
24.
The custer steps forward, tries to grab Serge, but only really manages to get the back of his jacket, and you snatch him away. Sorry, I was just thinking about that Twitter meme of, if you want him, come and get him. And if you get that in your head, you obviously are darting in a slightly different direction, though Cam doesn't really know where the...
I do not know where this is at all.
I'm pulling and going like, this way, please, this way. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Which would put you back, be tough. You either run around the building, or you're going to try and fight your way back through the door that got shut behind you.
I wouldn't do that, because they'd see the door open and close. I will run round the building. Fuck.
I'm going to say your movement was 40.
Yeah, I can't go to the cloakroom.
Immediately, about 5 of the custers peel off and start chasing you.
So in terms of turn like that.
We're going to keep it loosey goosey, but I'm happy to go.
But I am movement 40 foot. Yeah. Bonus action, turn invisible in the crowd. It does not turn Serge invisible, but I'm hoping that Serge being in amongst the bodies will be hard to like peep. And then I'm going to action dash. So I've moved 80 foot through the crowd.
Okay.
And I am going to absolutely fucking cane it back
Which
Okay.
way? Which way?
towards
The thing about
Marlins.
80 foot is you specifically said there that you're trying to get lost in the crowd. Crowd would be difficult terrain, so it does slow it slightly, but it doesn't just slow it for you, it slows it for them as well.
Yeah, but that's
You,
my like movement speed, and then from then on, even non-invisible, my speed is 80 foot around because I will be dashing the whole time.
Sorry, just to
Okay.
clarify, which way are you going? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Back home.
Tamales.
No, no, no.
I can't go into that building.
are you going to jump off and run back for your rod?
I have to try and get out. I have to try and get out of the grapple. I have to. I'm gonna roll to try and get out of the grapple.
There is more like us. They're at the house. They're at danger.
No, I can't. I have to.
He's
I
wriggling
have
to get. I'm guessing you're wriggling to get off him.
Yeah, I'm wriggling
Cam,
to get
you've
off.
got a decision to make. Are you going to force him, or are you going to trust him and run home without him? I'm gently hurrying you.
As he's thinking, I'm screaming like out loud as well to the crowd. They're taking a Cree. They're taking him round the back. They're taking him to wherever they take them before they fucking kill them. Go.
There's a bunch of people that turn around, and then you just hear a couple of lone voices go, "Who's a Cree?"
Oh fuck. Oh.
So I've got to say this, Cam, you've been quiet for a bit. Surge has gone.
Well, I mean, sorry, I was waiting to talk. But I was going to say, Cam, I think given his wriggling, I don't think Cam could feasibly be the reason that Surge is in any kind of like binds or bondage again, or let's say again, but you know. So yeah. I think he would let go and just fuck. Yeah.
Let go.
Sorry, guys.
Yep. Cam, you're running home?
I mean, I don't know about the Marla stuff.
No, but your instinct was to try and get
Surge home. My instinct was to get Surge away from people.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is this: you're invisible for a turn in the crowd, so you have, because it's just a Furbog invisibility is just one round, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow Surge.
Okay, Surge. Because he was heading away, you wriggled, you ran back. You can see people pushing through the crowd towards you, custers coming towards you. I'd like you to make essentially an acrobatics check to see if you can dodge and weave through the crowd and avoid them.
I'm so sorry, Nikki. That's an 18.
Okay, they got a 20. You get to the door and you feel the collar of your shirt suddenly start to choke you as you are yanked back and held by one and then two sets of Custer hands. You just go, all right, mate, come on, don't make a fuss.
How many people are around me? Like, how close are the others? Are there other people sort of like close to me?
There are still some people who kind of pulled out from the gig, who are watching, who don't know what to do at this stage. They're not quite sure. It looks a little bit like a drunk person being like kind of moved about by custers. There are you currently, and there are sort of three more straggling behind.
Oh. So within 10 feet
you
of
are
me,
being
are there
pulled back
within 10 feet of me, are there pedestrians? Are there people who?
Yes,
Okay,
because
I
you were
see.
heading towards the door that people are pouring out of. Yeah.
I see that, and I can't do anything about. I can't do anything. I can't do anything.
Okay. While they put manacles on your hands behind your back, Cam, your invisibility drops, and you are standing watching it happen. You are perhaps 20 feet away, and you can see as people kind
How
of
many
cross
custers?
paths. There's 5. They are beginning to turn him and walk him back towards a gondola that has a Cree in it with other custers. There's still a big crowd of custers by the stage door, sort of waiting for the rest of, you assume, the rest of the band.
Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck. Get mum.
Get mum. As I'm being dragged away, I'm going to start singing at the top of my voice the song. I'm going to start singing the song that was played at the end of the gig.
Yeah, you remember that chorus. It was so catchy, and the line specifically that you remember is, "She does not speak for us. She speaks only for oppression and greed." And you bellow it. Can I have a performance check because you are
Yeah.
restrained? I'll give it with advantage though.
First was a 2. A 19 plus 6 is 25.
So Cam, you just hear this voice that you've not really heard from Serge before. You've heard him singing. He's been trying to compose that song about water and sound for a little while, and and then this other voice comes out, and it kind of it soars over the top of the people, that line from the chorus, and immediately this cheer comes up from the crowd, and they pick it up with him and start to sing it. And you see the custers feel like there's a little change of atmosphere, but it's sort of too late. It's already being pulled off, but they're hurrying him away now.
Can I get in between them and the boat, and then can I mechanically rage? But I would like to assume my bestial form to appear like a...
Yeah, that's not too hard. They are all walking somebody, so you would very easily get there first, and then you rage, becoming more like your dog-like form, and they look at you kind of shocked and surprised, but
just fucking
all the same
roar.
pushing forward.
Can I just roar in between? I want to be in between them and the boat.
The ones that aren't holding Surge draw short swords.
So how many
and
are still holding Surge?
2.
2. So Surge now only
3
has
have
2.
short swords, and they're still walking, but they're doing the thing of all right, fucking stand down, don't cause a fuss. And they're trying to give you a wide berth, but they're still walking.
I just fuck. His little boy who said words. Are you so scared of the little boy that you take them away? Are you cowards? Are you baby men? Are you little baby men? You look like little baby men to Cam. You put their swords away and you put the boy down.
Roll intimidation.
Oh, I'm going to use the fucking dice. Oh, I'm not proficient at this.
I always think barbarians should be when they rage.
You can get it, but it's still a charisma skill. It's not like a strength skill or anything, is it? 15.
You can see that one of the 5 is really shaken by it and kind of looks to the other custers who don't walk further forward, but the 2 are holding Surge were sort of less focused on what was going on, and they are looking at the ones that sort of don't really have their back anymore, and like, come on, and push forward, and past you. It's not quite enough.
I just can't let them do that.
You can't fight.
No, I know
All
I
of
can't.
them,
I am in. This is my Kobayashi Maru, and
I mean, you guys could Sundance this, and this campaign's going to get wrapped up real quick.
Una momento, por
Serge.
favor. Una momento, por favor. I have nothing. I have a little bag of sand.
Just throw some sand at them.
Little bag of sand is one of those underestimated little things.
So when the two that don't feel like the others have their back anymore go to walk past me, I'm going to snatch Surge from their hands and run away.
Oh my god. Right.
Let's go, cunts.
You have a very much disadvantage on this attempt.
So that's normal then.
And here's how hard it's going to be, I'm afraid. I'm going to make it clear what I'm rolling. Both people holding Surge have advantage. You have disadvantage. You would have to beat both of them.
Okay, so I have advantage normally because big boy strong. When raging. When I'm raging. So I'm rolling normal, and I need to beat both of them. Yeah. I'm doing it. I am doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not.
I look up at you and say, "Get mom, friend." And that's inspiration.
Lovely, Lydia. Just for the shits and giggles, what's their? I'm doing it. I'm not going to back out of it. What's their modifier? Mine's +7.
Modifier would be, oh god, Custer's are fucking little bitches. So I'm going to say it's 2.
Right. So I need to roll. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Fuck. Right. Let's just roll.
I can't.
My modifier is +7.
The first roll from the first person is 20.
Total, yeah?
Yeah. The second is 21.
Did you roll the +6?
Fucking,
the
you
D6?
got higher, didn't you?
I rolled 30.
Here we go.
I got dice. I rolled a 5 on that fucking bardic.
Here's what happens. You see that what was a tight formation of Custers with Surge in the middle of them suddenly sort of spreads out as one was really scared by you, 2 sort of stood their ground, and the 2 that were carrying Surge go past you, and you just see your opportunity. You dive in and kind of in a series of slaps push them out of the way, grab Surge, just this
running
flurry of movement, and the manacled Surge is once again over your shoulder, and you're running.
I'm running home.
Okay.
I'm leaping. I have a 20-foot horizontal leap. I'm leaping over canals, and I'm running home.
Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in that. Nyx.
Yes. Who has no idea this is going on.
No idea.
Your shit's going down.
No, I don't.
The Marla stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know about Marley. Yeah.
You are running again through the streets. You see Bears ahead, who is like not an athletic man, but also, he's sort of got that lean thing about him. He's used to having to be physical from time to time, and he's jumping from he's getting over canals by hopping on the ends of people's gondolas and so on. Can I get an athletics, the first of a series of athletics checks from you, please.
Oh God, yeah. What is my athletics? Nothing. Wonderful. 5.
Okay. You see that and you're like, I can fucking do that too. I just need to jump on the end of that gondola, and your foot just slips off the edge of the gondola and you are in the water. And you sort of see you're pushing your way back up to the surface, and you see a pale hand come in and pull you out with one
80-foot wife.
Yes.
And she just sort of slings you onto her back and starts running and leaping, and she will do a series of athletics checks.
It's crazy that if you take how tall Yvain is at 94 feet, she's the exact height of the length of a basketball court. It's crazy.
Do you know what's really annoying is I want to give her guidance, but I know after last time she didn't like it, so I'm not going to do it.
Oh, she did
Okay.
not. She did not like it. It was just a shock
It was
that she'd
shock,
never seen
yeah.
you cast a spell.
Okay,
apparently.
then I'm gonna give her guidance.
And that gives her advantage, or that gives her
gives her a D4.
I tell you what, if you like, you can roll on her behalf, or I can roll. I don't mind. She's your wife. I wouldn't dream. I think I've got her stats somewhere. She's got really good athletics, but
I want to, but I also don't because I roll bad.
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah.
no, you are not her wife.
No. I'll roll. I'll roll.
Wives only.
I've got this nice dice.
Do it.
That feels
Do the
so
roll.
bad.
Do it on this camera. Do the sexy dice thing on this camera.
I'm going to just quickly look up her.
I'm gonna roll
tell you what.
and roll a D4, and then you can tell me what I'm adding to it because it may just be garbage anyway. Oh, look at that! I rolled a 1 on my guidance and a 7, so we're on an 8. What am I working with, Yvain?
You are working with skills. Athletics, a +7.
All right, that's a 15.
Okay. You just sort of see her. She's very, very good at leaping, but she's not good with gondolas, and she doesn't. She's sort of thinking that they're ships and that they've got weight to them, and they do. That's the same mistake you made. Is they're very shallow. So, she's not really making great ground. Bez. Oh, Bez is doing well.
Every time you say Bez, I think you're saying bears, like multiple bear.
Bears, yeah. Bears.
Yeah.
He is this kind of slender figure disappearing off into the night. And she's sort of, you can still see him, but he's starting to kind of pull away a little bit. And you can sort of see his coat. He's looking in his coat for various stuff. He's pulling out his spell book ready. Do you want to give me a second athletics?
Yeah.
We're going to need a series of 3 to see whether you beat the custers there or not.
God. My girl got a natural 20.
Incredible.
Wow.
She has now snapped in. She's got it. She is just bounding. She's leaping. It's kind of cool.
It's so cool.
Do
That roll just then was her vertical leap. 20-foot vertical leap. Crazy.
His was only fair, so you've kind of leveled out. You can sort of holding on to wife. You look across and you just see there is terror on his face. Final roll.
Final roll. Come on.
This is the wrong music again.
I tell you what, this is the time to play that fucking god awful heavy breathing music you always play. We always play in person.
Man, if we could one day get the rights to play that heavy, I'd have. That is my favorite D&D music.
28.
I hate it.
8.
Yeah.
Um.
18, 3, and you said +7, right?
Yes, that's true. Okay, you Yvain overtakes Bez, and he seeing he's starting to get quite tired. He did all right in his role, but he is exhausted. He is not an athlete. He is a wizard. And
You can be
you,
both.
as Yvain pushes on, you just see him pull out a scroll and hand it to you and go, I hope you know how to use this. Please just get her out of here. And he hands you a scroll.
Okay, can I do I know what it is?
Looking at it, roll me an Arcana as you're like.
Fuck. Maybe I'll wait. Oh, that's only a 10.
You're not sure.
Okay, all right.
You're not sure. It's a spell.
It's
you
a
know it's a
spell.
spell.
Okay.
That's what you know. It's a spell scroll.
Let's
It doesn't look. You got 2 spell scrolls that you don't know what they are. This does not have. It's not the same writing.
Okay.
And one final leap is across the Kiskadol Street canal onto the steps of your house, where there are custers are pulling up, and she just leaps and stands, lets you climb down, and stands there massive in the door looking at the custers, saying, I think you'll find this is private property, and sort of looks to you like, I'll just hold them off as long as I can.
I give her a knowing look, and I run inside and really try and find Marla.
Okay. Marla had sort of seen them outside as you step into the parlor. Fucking Cam was right. She was not safe. And she's standing up holding a cane and still holding her like sherry glass. And she's sort of, because she can kind of see it happening out of the window, and looks to you coming in and goes, I don't know what's going on. What?
They're coming to arrest you, Marla. We have to get you out of here. And I take another look at the scroll and almost like showing her, like, Bez gave me this. Think it can get you out of
right. I think if you just read it. Can you read it?
I can read.
Okay, now this is going to be really hard, and you got 1 shot. I'm so sorry, but
oh my God.
You don't know what this spell is, so it is kind of like trying to read a foreign language, even though you're not really sure what it's saying, and you've got to sell it. So
it's like pictureless IKEA directions, but in the wrong fucking language.
Can I give myself guidance for this? Can I pray to Yola?
Yola,
please. I know I keep asking you for help, but man, I really need it now. And yeah,
you have guidance. You have to try. Here's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
This is going to be an Arcana roll.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to, I will give you this. Sorry, I have some Malloy up my nose. 1 moment. I'm going to add this to the mix.
Okay.
You may give yourself an additional bonus equal to the highest spell slot you currently have available.
Well, I'm
so sorry, because I know you cast something.
do you mean you're physically able to, or is it like a slot you have?
Like, am I expending a slot? Yeah, so I can expend a 2nd level slot.
Sloppy spot.
Sloppy slot.
Okay, so you can add 2 as well as your guidance, as well as whatever your Arcana is.
Okay. All right.
Well, our behaviour was nice while it lasted.
Yeah, you guys excited for the next campaign? It's gonna be great.
Oh, I just meant we can't stay here.
We're staying here.
We're staying here. They're fucking leaving.
Right. Well, we've got 1 on the guidance, so we're on 3.
What do you
We're
need
on
to beat?
4. We're on 4.
What do you need to beat?
I don't know. Probably a 20 though. I rolled an 18 on the dice, so that's 22.
DC was 20. I honestly didn't think you were going to make it, and I was really scrambling, trying to work out what the fuck I was going to do next. You are reading this, and as you begin to read, and you're going through, and it's just like I said, like speaking the shapes and the sounds, it's almost like you're trying to work it out, and you get to about a third of the way down the scroll, and you realize this is transportation. Of course it is. Of course it's transportation. It really helps as you go through, and it helps also that Marla has pulled out a piece of is doing stuff on the ground. She's not overly magical herself, but she's seen it done before. She then hands you the book, and you finish it up, and she's gone. And you are left alone in the room, and you just hear the sound of Yvain going, all right, well, fuck it. If I can't stop you, then, but I don't see the right kind of paperwork. And they just push right past her. And she looks around with a look of like, has it happened? Sees that there is not a cat there, Tabaxi, beg pardon. And they begin to say to you, we're here to arrest the owner of this establishment. Please turn her over to us immediately.
Oh, I'm afraid she's not in.
Where is she?
I don't know. We just lodge here.
Well, we'll have to inspect the entire house to make sure. And he starts directing people through the house.
Yes, you can take a look around the house. Her house. Yes.
They start like filtering through, and you see the little gnome fellow who I think he's actually a halfling, who is the like butler of the house. We've got this just saying gnome, like two heads came up and were like, who? But the half butler is there, kind of comes forward and is like, what's going on? What's going on here? And he is immediately brushed aside as they scour the whole house. One of them goes to the door to the tower.
No.
This is
not her. Well, this is not what she knows. You don't need to check in there.
It's part of her. This is part of her property, obviously.
Yes, but she's not in there.
Yes, but she could be hide from being arrested. Move aside.
Look, okay, well, can I have a minute to just tidy up some delicates?
Can I have a minute? Can I have a minute? Did you just say?
I have.
Yeah, she just said, can I have a minute? There's someone behind us just going. They go, turn the handle, through they go.
Look, we've got guests. Just don't disturb them.
This one person goes in, starts walking through. There is no one to be seen in the tower. They walk through. They try every room. They look. They come back out and go, wasn't that painful? Was it?
Yes, it was actually, but fine.
And they step out. And they say, the last one out, which was the first one to speak to you, said, we will be back tomorrow morning. When you see her, tell her she cannot evade the law.
Okay, so what?
It would be very wise of her to turn herself in for interrogation at the Pale Manor.
Okay, and what is it she's being arrested for?
Treason.
Oh, that's a very heavy thing to say. What is it? What's she doing? What's she done that's so treasonous?
I can't divulge the details of the case that we have against her, but suffice to say, she has quite a lot of explaining to do in front of the Pro Council.
Okay, well, I'm her lodger. Am I in trouble for being her lodger? I don't know anything about this.
Oh, would you like to be in trouble?
No, of course not. That's why I'm asking.
What's your name? I don't know who you are.
Let's leave it that way then.
It's actually kind of a good point. Pulls out a piece of paper. What's the name? Sorry, what through what is the name? Ma'am? Adam? Have you shut the door on them, have you?
I just shut the door. I go to shut the door and Yvain pushes it shut.
He stays there for a few more seconds, just wondering how belligerent he's really going to be on this point, and then gets in the gondola and goes, okay, Pin. Whoo! Where on earth did we leave you guys? Serge, Akri, and the Custers. No, we didn't.
We were running home.
Cam did one of the most heroic saves. God damn you! And is running. I'm going to need a much like Michelle and wife. We're going to need a series of acrobatics checks.
Acrobatics?
Nope. I didn't say that, and I certainly didn't mean it.
You said it.
What I mean is athletics. Now the DC is a little tough for you because you're nope, it's not, because you're a fucking furball. So carrying capacity. I will be rolling to see. Is there any music? There's absolutely none.
No. It was appropriate. My first roll was a 23.
Okay. Their first roll is a 19. You are definitely pulling away. Let me get my fancy dice for this.
Or not. So the second roll was a 24.
Second roll for them is
Just
not
carrying
good.
Serge.
Third and final.
Natural 20.
Again, poor on their part. So you have run back to the house. And when you turn around, you can't see any Custers, or certainly Serge, you can't see from your like fireman's lift position. So what, Serge, what's going through your mind as all of this is happening?
Oh, just rage. Absolute fucking rage. That's it. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
Literally nothing else.
You bound over into the we must remember that the gondola is still on the other side of the town, but you arrive at the house, and at the door is still a kind of heavy breathing Nyx and Yvain, and you are holding the manacled Serge.
I'm going to pull Serge down into a big hug and just say, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't let them take you.
What's happening? Get inside.
They have Akri. How the others? Are they okay?
I don't know about others. Just get inside.
They're in the tower. Yeah, like get in.
Maybe I should
and
have
then...
inside. I didn't see the others, but Marla. They came to arrest Marla.
Is she okay? She said she was in trouble. She said.
What? I don't know what you're on
She
about.
said, she's like, is it safe? And I was like, is it safe? And she was like, it's not safe. And I was like, it's not safe? And she was like, it's safe. And I was like, it's safe? It was very confusing.
Okay. Yeah.
Where are the others?
I don't know what you're on about. Marla had sent her...
The 3 people I said, they were here.
They're not here, Cam.
They have a key.
Okay.
And I'm going to go check the tower. Like,
Okay.
Hello?
You call out quite a few times before figures start to appear from their hiding places. They had very, very quickly kind of got themselves into little kind of thing. In fact, Igrushka had pushed herself into the chimney, and
Igrushka, you're so dirty now. It's well done for hiding.
Tries to kind of shake it off, and you guys are standing in your tower, all together. And I think what we'll do is leave it there for this week. I'm again Deepest apologies.
No, don't you dare apologise.
No, you
Don't
apologise.
lie.
You apologise.
It's just looking at Tom. Tom is so
Tom's
mad.
fuming.
Hey, guys, when we get a magical Misfits Ocean's 11 type vibe going, it's going to be great.
We'll pick up there next week, working out how you might go agree or what plan you might try and put in place. But let's face it, guys, I could have. There was some clutch moves there. It looked like disaster for a second. You pulled it back from the edge. I'm gutted, Serge, that you lost your rod, but
For now, no, he's lost it for now. Like.
Oh, I had a question. I assumed because we left the normal way, Nyx and Yvain would have got their stuff.
I don't think you did leave the normal way.
They left
they
that
did.
door.
You did.
Yes,
Sorry,
When
you
we
did.
went to leave, yeah.
You did. You got your stuff back.
Right. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us.
Thanks.
We should hopefully have some exciting news of things to come in the future very, very soon. You'll hear about it on the Discord first. And we need to say
Join us tomorrow for Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Dragon Age.
3 p.m. tomorrow.
And on Sunday for some Divinity. And we'll be in the Discord chatting. I have a question. Michelle, am I mental or do we have art for Super Bitch Face?
Yeah.
I say we have art. Have you made an incredible piece of artwork that the world hasn't seen yet?
Yeah.
Is that something we're happy to show?
When Lydia deems it so.
Oh, it's deemed, full deemed.
We'll put that in the Discord.
That's
Yeah.
a full deem.
Yeah, I'll put it
We're going to put some art of the
Save
Super
a Bug.
Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you very much for cheering, Rooney Woons. Thank you very much for the bits. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks, Sweet, for joining us at the end there. Definitely catch up because some shit happened. Have a great evening, everyone. And these guys will see you tomorrow, and the rest of us will see you Sunday.
Yeah.
Tom's gonna
Cry now.
chew Lydia out.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to do a murder. Goodbye.